Good morning and happy Sunday. It is July 2nd, all loaded up, heading back to the trail, and should be another pretty big day today. Got making sure I'm going the right way. Sorry. Got West Virginia state line coming up here in just a few miles, and finish the roller coaster in about 4.8 miles, and then it is 20 miles from here to Harper's Ferry, and that is the game plan for the day. Push Harper's Ferry. So yep, pretty excited and just getting started. And as always, if I see something cool, I'll be sure and show you. Let's go. That's where we're heading, folks. I might have to put this down in a minute. You see the blaze over there? Got this big old monster to cross. All right. Let's go. So last night at Bears Den Hostel, the stay was like really good. Probably not the best hostel I've stayed at, but right there in the like top three. And the price was right. I guess because the ATC runs it or whatever. But yeah, it was clean. There was like, it was either 5 or 6 of us. They were all through hiking that stayed there. They got room for up to 30. They got 30 bunks there. But there were 5 or 6 of us. And it was kind of weird. It was like 1 o'clock this morning, and we were all in our bunks. But I looked around and I was doing the same thing. Everybody was on their phone. Nobody could sleep. I think just in anticipation, we all had the same plan of hitting Harper's Ferry today and finished in Virginia today. So just a big day, and everybody just restless. And but anyway, it was. I ended up running into one guy who I haven't seen since the Smokies. That's a long time ago. But it's just like that sometimes out here, you know. His schedule and my schedule just haven't jived since then. So I guess when I took those couple of days off in the shinnies, somehow or another the math worked out and we ran into each other. So he's hiked through before, I think in like 2011 or 2013, something like that. And he said he's taking his time, sweet time this time. You know, if I keep just doing what I'm doing, I should finish, I think around mid-September. And he's right here with me. And he told me his plan is to finish in mid-October. If that tells you anything about me, that's a whole nother month. If that tells you anything about what kind of schedule or timeline he's looking at. He's going into DC on the 4th of July to watch the fireworks show that night. You know, that's what kind of program he's running. So anyway, it was a good stay though. Just taking a break here and thought I would talk about that. Talk to y'all later.
Owns the mountain. Maybe.
There it is, folks. Here's the northern boundary. This is what southbounders see first when they get here. There's not an exit sign, but this is how you know you're out of it. AT roller coaster, check. Here is the sign and side trail to the David Lesser Shelter and Spring. This is the last shelter if you are northbound coming through Virginia. Last one. Also, looking at the comments and description and far out, you do not want to have to get water here. It is like a quarter of a mile straight down a hill, or basically the side of the ridge to get water, and then a quarter of a mile all the way back up to the top of the ridge. Does not sound like fun. So yep, last one. All right, we're pushing on, trying to get to Keys Gap. So the next thing is parking area, crossing a road there, and then should be entering into the like historical Harper's Ferry area before we get to town. Going through it. Let's go. So this stretch of trail is pretty dry, and where there is water, it's pretty hard to get to. If you hadn't picked up on that. So when I left Bears Den this morning, I left with 2 liters of water, which is way more than I normally carry. I normally just carry a liter and try to time it to where that thing is bone dry by the time I'm hitting a water source and topping it off. And I just kind of do that throughout the day. But didn't want to have to fool with any of these crazy water stops like the last one I just mentioned. And there's really only 1 or 2 of those for this whole section between Bears Den and Harper's Ferry. So, but I've got 1 liter I hadn't taken a sip out of yet, which is odd, especially right now. Like yesterday, I drank 4 liters of water, but it's been hot and humid these last few days. But yeah, today it's been overcast for the most part. Had some rain. That's come and gone. Had rain gear on for a little bit, and man, it's hot and humid. So as soon as it quit, I got out of that shell. So but yeah, just got to make sure you got plenty of water through here. One thing about it, there is, I mean, if you got in a bind, or if I just wanted to get down here to Keys Gap, you can do 0.3 east at that roadway, and there's a gas station right there. So I mean, that's nothing, and it's on the road, so it'd be quick. But you can go there. The comments and far out say that there is a sink next to the coffee pot. Obviously, you can get water there if you need it, if you want it. I'm sure they sell water too, but at this point, why would you buy bottled water out on the trail? I mean, any sink will do at this point, just about, as long, potable water. But, or I guess you could platinum blaze and buy Gatorades. Anyway, stuff to drink there, so you can still make things happen depending on how you want to do it. But I'm not planning on stopping at that gas station. I'm pushing to Harper's Ferry. I think I got enough liquids or water, whatever, to get me there. So yep, that's pretty much it. But to give you an idea of how hot and humid it's been, and just like how crazy, this might be TMI, but I drank 4 liters of water yesterday and didn't use the restroom all day, not until about midnight last night. That's how much sweating and everything is going on out here. Just crazy, absolutely crazy. But anyway, it's part of it. So, all right, just wanted to talk about water for a minute and what it's like through here. So, just got a couple of miles to get down here to Keys Gap and go from there. I did meet a ridge runner yesterday, and I don't know, we'll see. But he told me that between Keys Gap and Harper's Ferry, it's super nice. It's real cruisy, real beautiful, and the way he described it was, it's your payback for getting through the roller coaster. We'll see. I hope he's right, but I don't know. A lot of times when people tell you stuff like that out here, it's the opposite of whatever they tell you. But looking on the elevation chart, it looks like he could be telling the truth, and I don't see why he wouldn't, but I don't know. You just get those complexes sometimes after getting burned a few times. Anyway, all right, let me go. Let's go. Coming into Keys Gap. Right here on the state line. West Virginia that way. Virginia that way. Kind of reminds me of Tennessee and North Carolina. We're just right here, bouncing in and out. All right, let me try to get across here. There's a curve here. See, this is what I'm talking about, folks. Yeah, it's real cruisy through here, isn't it? Yeah, Keys Gap to Harper's Ferry is very super cruisy. Very just nice, beautiful, cruisy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is what I'm talking about. So it is 3:45 and I am 4 miles from town. So with that being said, I already know that I am not going to make it there in time to check in at the ATC today. So, because they close at 5 today. So that'll be tomorrow sometime. I'll check in with them. If you're new to the AT or this experience, so Harper's Ferry is kind of a big deal. It is a big deal if you're through hiking. It is kind of the unofficial halfway point. I think it's the nearest town to the mileage-wise halfway point. But it's where the ATC's headquarters is located. So if you're through hiking, whether you're flip-flopping, northbound, southbound, whatever, it's customary to check in there and get your picture taken and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be doing that, and that'll be sometime tomorrow morning. I think they open at 9 tomorrow morning. And anyway, I can get to town whenever I feel like getting to town now. Got those 4 miles left. I should be coming into the Harper's Ferry, like historical park type area sometime pretty soon. And so looking forward to that. I think I'm just going to slow down and kind of enjoy it, embrace it, and take my time getting there. Also, I'll be hitting the West Virginia state line between here and town. I already hit it once back towards the end of the roller coaster. I didn't pay it much attention because I knew I'd be crossing back into Virginia again. And but when I hit it here in just a couple of miles, it'll be for real. It'll be no more Virginia. It'll be all West Virginia from there north. So looking forward to that. And got a room at the Quality Inn tonight, and looking forward to that too. A shower and my own personal space, that kind of thing. So that'll be nice. And I'm not sure about tomorrow yet. I may zero, probably gonna zero in Harper's Ferry. I don't think there's a whole lot to do, but other than just take my time and enjoy being there, and that experience, make sure I don't miss anything, and resupply, do a good resupply. Probably leave out of there with like 4 days, like 4 solid days worth of food, and try to push on as far north as I can. Maryland's only like 2 days, I think, and you enter Maryland leaving Harper's Ferry, you're only in West Virginia for just a minute, and then you're only in Maryland for I think like 40 something miles, a couple of days. So, and then I'll be in Pennsylvania. So I'm gonna leave with enough food to get to Pennsylvania, and have to look at the logistics and figure out where in Pennsylvania I need to be able to get get some more food and fuel. So anyway, 4 more miles, and if I see something cool, I'll be sure and show you. Hopefully this trail straightens itself out. I got a little bit of a climb here, get back up on another ridge, I think about 400 feet. So that's not bad. And then it's up on the ridge for just a mile or two, and then a couple of mile drop down into town. So that's it. All right, talk to y'all later. I'm so glad it's so cruisy through here. That Ridge Runner gave me all this to look forward to. Telling you folks, don't take long, don't take many times to get burned. You're leery. I'm glad I was. Had real low expectations, and it's paying off. There it is, folks. And this time, this is the real deal. Goodbye, Virginia. Hello, West Virginia. Boom. Here we are, folks. Shenandoah River. Just found this. That's lovely. I don't know when that happened.